Head out about 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Dart. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Robinson hauling it in outright. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, fingers crossed here. 1st quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now Dart. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Looking to put a drive together.
65.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. Dragon 6.
To the air goes Daniels. That's to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. Daniels looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Rodriguez. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
They'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Shot. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you get...
He's got a man complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mecole Hardman, 29 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd down and 8. Play fake, and here's Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, 62 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Cougar 19. Panther 6, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Chop 60, chop 60. 70 race. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Checks it down, Krosky-Merritt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now the handoff to Rodriguez. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
79 Broncos. Dragon 6.
Here's Daniels. Over the middle, he's got Lane. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That's another Washington first down.
Here we go.
Now Daniels. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they come up now, second and goal.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Daniels.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
70 Lions. 60 boxes, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Jalen Lane with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the 1st round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
1st down, Giants.
Left side, he's got Robinson.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Commanders' 21-yard line.
On to give, it's Tracy. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Throwing his dart.
Wide open receiver, complete.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Here's Dart.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
Now 2nd and 3.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
Operating from the gun, Daniels.
Look at the big fella go.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Panther 11! Panther 11!
Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
18, rough Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Second down in the yard. They'll go again with Tracy.
Pushes past him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll hand it to Tracy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Tracy. And oh, he coughed it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And now an audible here into something else. Play action now. Dart. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. A quick throw out line caught by Robinson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Second and 10. Right back to Tracy. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. From the gun, Dart. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. An audible here to get a new look. They'll go. Here's Dart. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Theo Johnson from 17 yards out. And the Giants take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. Your problems are just not the same to us. We're dealing with things you ain't seen before. We're feeling the weight of our answers.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go, set.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Dragon 60. Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, Hawk 70, 60 Maverick, Buffalo 18. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. And complete to Zach Ertz. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready. Top 19. Bronco 19 Lions.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Here's Dart.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And now they'll shift things around. Now Dart. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The 20. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Now throwing again. Here's Dart.
This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Cam Scatterboot with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants have moved out in front.
Gano the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Krosky-Merritt.
And some room to run now.
And this is going to be a Commander's 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington.
Jaden Daniels with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
It looks like they'll move things around here. Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. A play fake, and now it's Dart.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
To throw, Dart. Again, it's Johnson. Yeah, the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
First down, here's Scatterby.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Dart going to give to Scatterby.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Dart will throw it on third and goal.
And he's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on fourth and goal.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1.
Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go
And
now.
they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. That's caught by center. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Talk about a momentum shifter right there. Tie game, 4th quarter. These are the plays that win you games. And now defensively, the question becomes, how do you respond?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Here's Daniels. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
An inside run with Scatterby. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go.
Dart going to look to throw here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
throwing. Dart. Still going inside the 20. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the gun, here's Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Left side has got Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. Wan'Dale Robinson taking it in. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
There's so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Go.
Here's Krosky-Merritt to start the drive.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go now. Hawk 7.
Now Daniels. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ready.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here it is, 4th and inches.
Viking 18.
and boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity.
Here comes second down and 5. On the handoff, this is Scatterboot. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll try and do this himself. And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. First and 10 here. Give up the middle, Scatterboot.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll start on the ground with Scatterboot.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Scatterboot going to run it out of the gun.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
2nd and 6 coming up. A give, it's Scatterboot. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On play action, here's Dart.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the 4th quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the Lux and that's up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They know.
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo, ready.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly.
That is incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the